What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa live channel where I read you those cryptocurrency news articles so you don't have to. And yeah, I'm back. I survived Milton. I haven't had power in a couple of days. I had it at least like 2 days ago here at my apartment. As you can see, don't mind my messy bed. I share with a little furry girl, right? Baxter! Baxter! Hey! Baxter, come on. She's not getting up, but she's right there. So do not mind that. But I am back bringing you that crypto news, and what a storm it was. Wasn't as big as they said it would be. Sure, it was windy, and thoughts and prayers are out to those who did get really affected about it, because it's the power's not back up at the crypto club yet. So thankfully, the club survived. It's just we just got no power there, so I can't do my show there at all. But I'm still here bringing you that crypto news. Had a nice little break, just going like, let's take a little break, pause. Maybe the internet and power will be back on soon. But they're saying like maybe till Thursday. So fingers crossed that is not true. But so much has been happening. We wake up this morning and Bitcoin hit $66,000. Yeah, so that was always awesome to see. Is this the start of the bull run? I don't know. Usually, like action usually begins like a couple of weeks before the elections happen. So you may be seeing some articles out there of like going, Bitcoin's going to dip back down to 5,000. I think that was said by Robert Kiyosaki in an article. Some people are thinking it'll dip to 50. Just don't follow it. That's the Sherpa's advice. Do not fall for that trap. Remember last year when Bitcoin was like at 17,000, 16, people were going, it's going to go down to 5,000, 2,000. It's done. And then people waited for it, and then Bitcoin shot to 24,000, then it shot to 30,000. Some people are still waiting for that huge dip, so just do not fall for it. Just keep holding on to your Bitcoin. Do not sell it. Like, fireworks are going to be happening soon. But yeah, so I got a couple articles for you today, just get you caught up on what's been going on. So we're going old school since I don't have my little switchboard or 3 monitors I can look at. So I'm just going to be popping up down here in the little corner. And yeah, so here's some good news for you on Bitcoin buy walls are now sufficient to neutralize prevailing sell walls. So this is also a really good sign that like the bear markets are done. So let's go through this article and the couple others I have for you. So here we go. So what does this really mean? Well, recent data from CryptoQuant indicates that Bitcoin buy walls have attained a massive strength across all exchanges. These buy walls are now sufficient to counteract the sell pressures as the market looks to recover. And now this suggests that there is a robust demand for Bitcoin right now, enough to absorb all the selling volume that could otherwise continue to push the price down. Now we have this tweet from Ki Young Zhu and showcasing a chart of why the Bitcoin walls on exchanges are now strong enough to neutralize sell walls. So here's that chart for you. So like, yeah, we're just right there. So if people try to sell, it's fine. It's not going to really affect the price of it. But this chart covering the period from early 2023 to mid-October 2024 shows that while Bitcoin faced intense sell pressures over the past few months, recent weeks have shown a reversal in this trend. As of October 12th, buy walls for Bitcoin reached a strong level of $895 million, while sell walls dropped to 0. This implies that buyers are willing to step into important levels, with the recent drop in exchange reserves confirming this trend. Now, the strong buy walls also indicate a growing confidence when buy walls outweigh sell walls. Prices tend to stabilize or rise. If this trend persists, Bitcoin could see further upward momentum, depending on liquidity and investment sentiment. Now, notably, after struggling on Sunday, the firstborn cryptocurrency has begun the new week on a strong footing. Bitcoin is up at least 2.8% in the last 24 hours and is trading 64. I think right now we're pretty much still like just at 66, maybe 65, 900. But that was at the time of this writing of this article. Now, the MACD indicator has just flipped bullish, signaling a renewed buying momentum. BT faces strong resistance at the upper Bollinger Band of $66,325. A breakout above this level could see the asset push towards 68,000 or higher in the short term. Meanwhile, the 20-day moving average provides support at $62,800, with lower Bollinger Band at $59,338, presenting additional support given the bullish MACD crossover and the recent rise in buy walls. Bitcoin appears poised for further upside, provided it can break through its current resistance. So yeah, so we could be seeing that start of the bull run. Like I said, it's like people are like, even if people buy or sell, it's not going to affect the price because we're just at that neutral point. So yeah, so that was our first article covering that. But we got some more good, or not good, Bitcoin news. But this did happen the other day on when Google search stopped displaying Bitcoin and crypto price data. Now, what is up with that? Like I saw that. Like who did I see that from? Natalie. What's her name? She's a very prominent figure of the force, but she was like saying like, "Oh, what's going on? Are the big guys getting fearful now that they got to start like a halt or just not showing Bitcoin at all on Google charts?" Well, let's go through this article. Over the weekend, users on X noticed Google no longer shows Bitcoin price charts in search, while stock charts remain. So, pretty fishy. Now, Google search appears to have stopped showing Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency price charts directly. Nevertheless, one can still access these charts through Google Finance. Over the weekend, users on X noted that when they searched for Bitcoin price, no chart appeared in the search results. In contrast, when searching for stock prices, Google still provided charts. Google's decision has sparked conversations about the reasoning behind the shift. Some in the crypto community see this as a positive signal for Bitcoin, suggesting that traditional financial institutions may feel threatened by a growth or potential of cryptocurrencies. Now, Mara Nafal's roundtable tweeted this: Google ditches crypto price charts. So, Google just pulled a fast one and ditched live price charts for Bitcoin and other cryptos from search results. This feature has been around since 2018, and now it's MIA. No clue if it's just a glitch or a permanent breakup, while stock graphs are still showing. So yeah, here he's showing like it usually first would show pricing, but now nothing. So what's up, Google? What's going on? Previously, Google provided charts displaying the current rates of leading cryptocurrencies, enabling users to check prices anytime. Consequently, this feature enabled users to see real-time or near real-time price charts for Bitcoin without the need to navigate to another financial site or platform. Now, Bitcoin search volume hits year low. Separately, the search volume for Bitcoin on Google hit 1 year low during the week of October 12, 2024. By week's end, global interest in the term had plummeted to a mere 33 on a scale of 100. Ryan Lee's BitGet Research chief analysis noted that last time Bitcoin search interest fell this low was between late January and early February of 2024. Following that, BT's price jumped from 41,000 to nearly 71,500, reaching a record high in 6 weeks. So this is kind of good news. Lee also pointed out that the market stagnation from May to September 2023 offered a key opportunity to build positions ahead of a market rise. Therefore, buying in during periods when BTC search volumes hit low when interest is scarce remains a relatively rational and more certain strategy, he said. And Bitcoin is scarce. Like there was an article I didn't cover where some UK British guy, I'm not sure, is he British or is it UK? Cannot remember, but he's suing the government because he threw away his hard drive, which had like $1 million of Bitcoin that he mined back in 2009, but it is valued at $520 million now. So he's suing them on account for like they're not going to let him go excavate the trash garbage chute or whatever. So yeah, so Bitcoin is scarce. Like there's only 21 million out there, 19 million in circulation, and because of that guy and like tons of other people who misplace their seed phrase wallets or just throw them away, like maybe there really is like only 14, 15 million Bitcoin. Like it is very scarce. So yeah, so Google's dropped this search, but that's kind of good news because if you look at the charts, like when this happened, it did prices did move. So that is our Bitcoin news for you on like maybe why we're at $66,000 today. But let's go on. What else do I have? Oh, looks like Trump finally announced his Liberty Finance sets token sell date. The Donald Trump-backed DeFi project World Liberty Financial will launch its token sale for accredited investors next week. So that is the catch. You need to be an accredited investor. Like if you already did the KYC, you still got to do another step to become an accredited investor. I was about to try to do that, but yeah, I didn't want to spend the $50 and like do that. So I will probably not be a part of the sale. But if you want to, you will have to put in all the information, pay the $50 to be verified, and that's if you still do get verified for it. So let's get to this article for when the date is set for when you can buy these tokens. Now it's finally here. Former President Donald Trump decentralized finance project will launch its token sale next week. In a Friday post on Twitter, aka X, World Liberty Finance announced that the public sale of tokens will start on Tuesday, October 15th. The sale will be open to those who qualified through the whitelist. Prospective clients were able to apply for the whitelist starting in September, and for now, World Liberty Financial is only open in the US. to accredited investors. That is according to the SEC, and those with a net worth of at least $1 million, either individually or with a partner, excluding value of primary residence. Now, here is the tweet from World Liberty Finance's official Twitter page. Big news, World Liberty 5 public sale starts October 15th. Open to everyone who qualifies through whitelist. Join us for tour spaces on October 14th at 8 a.m. Eastern. To learn more and stay tuned. Oh, I totally missed it. That was this morning? Darn, I would have loved to tune into that. Now, accredited investors also have the annual income of at least $200,000 to $300,000 with a spouse or partner for 2 years. The U.S. regulator says that with the expectation that the salary trend will continue in the current year, the project did say it hoped to eventually be open to all Americans. Now, World Liberty Financial is an Ethereum-based decentralized financial project first announced by Donald Trump's son, Eric, back in August. So if you want this token and you want to be able to move it around, you do need Ethereum because it's built on Ethereum blockchain. Now, the project will provide borrowing and lending crypto services. The team behind the project said in an exclusive interview with Decrypt's sister company, Rug Radio, last month. Now, on Thursday, the project posted a blog explaining that it aims to become the one-stop shop for DeFi across the globe. DeFi is the convoluted and experimental sphere in the crypto industry that wants to replace traditional financial services by using a blockchain technology. Now, a prime example of an established DeFi project is Uniswap, a decentralized exchange that anyone can use to swap digital coins and tokens. Many DeFi projects are considered risky, however, and hacks in the space are uncommon. Republican candidate Donald Trump has come out explicitly as crypto-friendly candidate ahead of the U.S. presidential election in November. Formerly against the space, Trump used to say that he was not a fan of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but has since dived into the world of NFT collectibles and even said that he wants all remaining Bitcoin to be mined on American soil. He further said that World Liberty Financial will help make America the crypto capital of the world. Now, this still is huge, huge news. Not only did he delve into NFTs in space, he is like the first president and presidential-elect to be able to, to have his own token and DeFi platform. So this is a big change in the space of cryptocurrencies. Like, this is huge. This has never been done before. So this is definitely a first. And like now I didn't bring up an article of it, but there was an article saying that Kamala Harris is now setting up a plan to promote crypto and cannabis. So kind of probably a last-ditch effort to get in the race and get the crypto vote out there, but I think she's too late for it. And kind of crazy. I was seeing like this SNL skit, like where now they're making fun of Kamala and Biden. It's like, times have really changed. Like the past 3 years is all about them making fun of Trump, but yeah, the tides have changed for them totally. But yeah, so that's Trump's crypto project news for you, and that the World Liberty Finance token will be released tomorrow, but only for accredited investors. And he does hope for later on that all Americans will be able to purchase it. So most likely that's when I will get involved. But man, I wish I could have got in on the front door. But yeah, so that's our Liberty Financial news. Moving on, we got some other celebrity news, or not really celebrity, top YouTuber out there, but he's been involved in pumping coins. And who is it? It is Mr. Beast. He is very widely known out there, plant a million trees. What would you call this? Content creator. That was the word. I'm a content creator. How did I not think of that word? But yeah, apparently he is allegedly reaped $10 million in promoting and dumping altcoins out there. The YouTube creator doesn't appear to haven't broken any laws, but his actions have sparked ethical concerns within the crypto community. Now, this is just a sign is do not take advice from celebrities, influencers out there. Do your own research on coins. Like, if you got into like these coins and knowing it was a pump and dump scheme and you're just trying to get out before them, that's usually a strategy for a lot of people out there. Like, they're a scam coin, but you're going, you know what, let me try to get in. People are going to pump money into it, so let me just pull it out before they do it. So like, you never know the timing of it, but that is usually a strategy out there. But it looks like Mr. Beast is now a part of it. We have other people, YouTube content creators like Logan Paul, who is promoting his like Zoo token. You have celebrities like Cardi B and who else? But yeah, they're always pumping these like scam dump coins out there. But again, some people find it as a strategy where they're trying to get out before them, and yeah, you could make some money off of it, and then move back into Bitcoin, which is what I would do. But I'd never touch any of these coins that anyone promotes. Like, I do my own research, and then I make my own decisions if I want to be a part of it. And usually, coins I get are long-term investments, not just I'm going to get it and I'm going to trade it. But let's go through this article to learn a little bit more about this. Mr. Beast, one of YouTube's most popular creators, has been accused of participating in cryptocurrency promote and dump schemes that have allegedly earned him more than $10 million. The accusations were levied against Mr. Beast by blockchain investigator using the handle SomaXBT on the X social media platform. Here is his tweet about that. An investigation into Mr. Beast on how he allegedly made $10 million plus by backing low-cup IDO crypto tokens. Now, those are initial DEX offerings, so basically tokens like on DEXs out there like Solana, Polygon, Uniswap, Ethereum. So those have the tokens, preferably mainly Solana right now. That's been the popular one this year. But crypto tokens promoted by influencers like Lark Davis, Crypto Banker, KSI, and others. Many of these projects are now down over 90%, with some rebranding after major lawsuits. Let's dive in. But according to SomaXBT, Mr. Beast allegedly made $10 million plus by backing low-cap IDO crypto tokens promoted by influencers like Lark Davis, Crypto, and others. Now, what are the promote and dumps? Well, SomaXBT's investigation alleges that Mr. Beast invested $100,000 in a project called Super Farm DAO. He then supposedly used his status as an influencer to inflate the project's related super token before dumping his shares. Now, this, according to SomaXBT, led to Mr. Beast exchanging millions of dollars worth of super into Ether and then moving it throughout several wallets where he ultimately wound up profiting more than $9 million. Now, Cointelegraph reached out to Mr. Beast's media team for comment but didn't receive an immediate response. SomaXBT went on to describe similar activity by Mr. Beast in allegedly promoting and then dumping assets associated with the Polychain monsters, Stack, VPP, and ShopX projects. Now, what does this have to do with the destruction of value? Well, it's unclear at this time whether Mr. Beast is willingly or unintentionally misrepresenting his stance on the projects. None of the statements seen by Cointelegraph demonstrate Mr. Beast indicating a long-term commitment to them. However, the alleged actions are part and parcel of a larger debate unfolding throughout the cryptocurrency community. As Cointelegraph recently reported, many industry insiders believe that pumping and dumping low-cap tokens is detrimental to cryptocurrency community, and there's been no shortage of vitriol aimed at those who participate in such schemes. Messari data engineer Mike Kremer, for example, recently sounded off on the subject in August 19th newsletter, saying that this activity destroys the value both of the project itself and cryptocurrency sector in general, which I kind of agree with, because it gives people the false narrative of what cryptocurrencies actually do. Like, it's you're banking the unbanked, you're giving the power back to the people with actual digital money. So it's like when you hear like these projects, it's kind of downplaying it and just giving people like, oh, that's all what crypto is, but no, it's not. But he said here, insiders or cartels create tokens like Super Cum Rocket 69, hype them up, and lure retail investors into bidding on these revolutionary new assets. Another popular investigator, blockchain sleuth Zach XVT, recently slammed crypto influencer and trader Ansem for allegedly promoting low-cap tokens and facilitating a string of meme coin pump and dumps. Now, of course, they'd be targeting low-cap tokens because that's the easiest way to pump a coin. If a coin only had a couple $100,000 in it, or even like $1 million, like if it's below 10 million, that's what usually a lot of traders look for because there's a lot more room to grow. Like if a coin had $100 million value, it would take another $100 million to just double the price. But if you promoted a coin that only had $1 million, you only need another $1 million to pump it. And if you pumped it to 100 million, then you just have that 100x project. So that's why these creators and influencers usually, or even like scammers out there, promote these pumping up tokens at low value. But yeah, so we don't know if Mr. Beast did this allegedly or if he did intentionally. So he hasn't broken any laws, but he is linked to these wallets for doing it. So that is our Mr. Beast news for you. Just again, always guys, do your own research before you get into a project. If that is your goal to just get in before the dump happens, good luck. I don't want to take that gamble. Now let's move on to our next article, which involves Ripple, which they are introducing crypto vaults for banks in major expansive move. Now, this doesn't pertain to XRP, the token. Sure, Ripple are the guys who created XRP. They are still a separate entity and company out there expanding all over the world. So let's go through this article and learn a little bit more about crypto vaults for banks. So, like, are they going to be the main guys to do it? Let's find out. So according to a CNBC, fintech giant Ripple has made a major entry into crypto custody, unveiling new services targeted at assisting banks and financial technology businesses to store digital assets on behalf of clients. Now, Ripple will be introducing a slew of features to enable its banking and fintech clientele to hold and maintain digital tokens as part of a bigger push into custody. It is a budding business for Ripple under its recently founded Ripple Custody subsidiary. Here is a tweet from them. Ripple launches the crypto storage service for banks in a bid to diversify. Now, these features include pre-configured operational and policy settings, integration with XRP Ledger, risk monitoring for anti-money laundering compliance, and a new user interface that is easier to use and engage in. Now, this move will allow Ripple to diversify beyond just its core payment settlement business. It also marks Ripple's first major step to unify its custody solutions under one brand, Ripple Custody, and compete with a bevy of competitors that currently offer products and services on this market, including Coinbase, Gemini, and Fireblocks. Ooh, Coinbase. From what I'm hearing, it's not going to look too good for Coinbase later on in the year. We'll wait and see for that. But Ripple takes giant strides. Earlier in October, Ripple announced the launch of Ripple Payments in Brazil, Mercado Bitcoin, Latin America's largest cryptocurrency exchange, and will be the first customer in Brazil to use Ripple managed end-to-end payment service. This month, Ripple also announced that it has received, in principle, approval from Dubai Financial Service authorities to expand its services from the Dubai International Financial Center. Now, this is an important milestone since Ripple will be the first blockchain-enabled payment service provider licensed by the DFSA, the independent regulator of financial services conducted in or from the DIFC. Now, Ripple presently has over 55 licenses globally, including those from Monetary Authority of Singapore, the New York Department of Financial Services, and the Central Bank of Ireland. Now, I thought they had more. I could have swore like Ripple partnered with at least over 120 countries over the world, but I guess 55, that's still a lot. Like, again, they're making deals all over. But again, I'm not a fan of Ripple. XRP it's its own thing, but yeah, Ripple, like there was an article, they donated $1 million to the Harris Foundation. So it's like yeah, you know my stance on political views. So yeah, so I'm just not a fan of Ripple, but for those of you who do enjoy it, this is good news for Ripple. But yeah, so that is that. Next up, we have a very boring tap to earn game. I don't know what's going on, but if I was a kid back in the day, I'd probably do this. But tap to earn gaming expands from Telegram to TikTok via Solana's Sonic SVM. Solana's ecosystem has launched Sonic X, a tap to earn game based natively inside TikTok as it aims to be the next Knockoin. Now, I gave this a try. Literally, you're just tapping your phone trying to get a high score. Or no, you're just tapping it. Just like the amount of taps on it, just increases the number. Leaderboards is how many times you tap. I think somebody in like first place tapped at least up to 10 million, 100 million times. It's crazy. And I can totally see this being popular in the high school, middle school era. It's like, oh, how much did you tap? Oh, I'm at this level right now. So again, if I was a kid still in high school, I probably would have taken part of it, but I literally just tried it for 1 minute. I'm going, oh my gosh, I am not doing this. Such a waste of time. But this is becoming very popular, so let's learn a little bit more. Tap to Earn took over the crypto gaming landscape this summer as Telegram-based mini apps attracted over 300 million players at a time. But a Solana-based project has launched a Tap to Earn game called Sonic X that launched natively inside of TikTok in the pursuit of becoming a Knockoin of the Gen Z favorite social media platform. Now, Sonic SVM, a Layer 2 gaming chain built on top of Solana, plans to partner with content creators and run a series of ads on TikTok that players will be able to click to open the Sonic X game natively inside TikTok. Much like the mini app on Telegram, TikTok allows users to open web pages inside its native browser where games will start collecting in-game points after using a social login. The game ultimately follows a similar premise to other games in the tap to earn genre. Players will furiously tap their screens to collect rings, purchase upgrades to passively progress in-game, and invite friends to jump the ranks, all in the hopes of future token airdrops that has yet to be confirmed. So this is literally what it looks like. You just keep tapping, tap, tap, and then your score goes up. And that is it. So there's still no promise of an airdrop happening for if you had high scores or you participated, but it looks like people are still having some fun with it for the amount of people actually playing it. Now, all of this takes place inside of a world branded similar to the classic Sonic the Hedgehog video game series. Although there is no official connection to Sega at all, one interesting quirk is that every in-game tap will be recorded as an on-chain transaction. We've seen this before with Tickle to Earn, cat game called Tapos on Aptos, which recorded over 115 million transactions in a single day in May, with just over 63,000 players. For perspective, Ethereum processed just 1 million transactions a few days ago or prior. So looks like there's a way to boost. So if they do this, then yeah, it gets them to make it look like, oh, look at all these transactions happening on our network. Like this is a very popular, but they really don't need that many people to do it. If they're just tapping and each one is a transaction, just totally falsified information. But we talk about bringing in billions of users when we don't even have a million oftentimes. And I think a million is a low bar, Chris Zhu, CEO and co-founder of Sonic SVM, told Decrypt. Even with just 1% of the entire TikTok population, we are at 10 million users. So I think that it's not a dream anymore. Ooh, I guess I was their 10 million one person. Now, TikTok has a billion monthly active users, with its total user base expected to grow to 2.35 billion by 2029. According to Shopify, for comparison, Telegram, which has been the epicenter of the tap-to-earn craze, thus far has 950 million monthly active users. As the summer, while these figures aren't far off, Zhu believes that TikTok is an untapped market that is much easier to reach through advertising. Now, Gen Alpha and Gen Z are already trading meme coins and looking at the content on TikTok, Zhu explained. Now, there's a very shitty experience when it comes to advertising on the top of Telegram. That being said, we think TikTok will be one of the largest traffic pools if it's done right. Now here's some more of the images of what the in-game looks like. So yeah, like how much of this person, this is the number one player out there. He's tapped, let's see, 100,000. He literally tapped 117 million times, which is, oh my God, how long did that take him to do? Unless he used a little, those little massager guns, maybe he's had his on his hands like super fast just to get that score. But literally, you're just tapping your phone trying to get that, try to beat your friends. And like they have incentives, hey, invite your friend and get 2,000 extra coins for it, which the coins are useless right now. They have no point or no purpose. But Sonic SVM is a Solana Layer 2 network, also referred to as a network extension, that is acting as a publisher for crypto games. Similar to the model that Ronin has deployed on Ethereum, Sonic SVM already hosts 67 playable games, but the team believed that TikTok was the best place to launch Sonic X. This was due to the team's background working at ByteDance, the developer of TikTok. Zhu believes that they can maximize usage of the platform, and of course, players engage in tap-to-earn gaming due to the promise of their in-game progress translated to token rewards. Sonic X is no different, with a Sonic token on the horizon, although the game doesn't officially advertise this as much. Now, many other tap-to-earn games have also done this, likely to avoid any potential regulatory issues, but Sonic X is specifically contending with TikTok advertising restrictions in this case. Otherwise, Sonic SVM could face having its main distribution channel being removed. Now, Notcoin was the pioneer of Telegram tap-to-earn movement. The game successfully launched its Not token on the open network, peaking at the market cap just shy of $3 billion as the largest crypto gaming token of 2024. Since then, Notcoin has reinvented itself by partnering with other projects and aiming to become the Netflix of social and viral games. Now, this is a similar model that Sonic X aims to replicate, albeit on TikTok. Zhu explains that the vision is on board other games into the tap-to-earn genre, as it aims to share its audience around the Sonic SVM ecosystem. Now, this can be done through social tasks that reward players, such as following a project TikTok account. That's a similar method that many Telegram tap-to-earn games have also employed, what Zhu calls decentralized advertising. Sonic X on TikTok in many ways is designed as a growth strategy for the broader Sonic SVM gaming ecosystem, and with every in-game click being recorded on-chain, it could serve as an advertisement for the level of scalability that Sonic SVM offers should it find it a sizable audience. So yeah, so if you want to just check it out, if you're on TikTok and just really just take a little click at it, you might get bored of it, you may have fun with it and go like, hey, like you may maybe like a fun little drinking game out there. It's like, hey, let's play a game. Like who can tap the most? If I beat you, you gotta take a shot. But no, so yeah, tap-to-earn gaming is expanding and it's coming to TikTok. And who knows how long TikTok will last? It's just the next short video app out there. Like before that, we had Vine. Like who remembers the Vine days? Do it for the Vine. And then actually no, before that there's another one I remember a lot of YouTubers were promoting, but yeah, so like this is just one of the popular ones right now. I guarantee maybe in 5, 6 years, maybe 10, who knows, like there'll be another platform that people will love watching short videos on. But as of right now, TikTok does have a lot of advertisement and the younger generation there. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Now, last news I have for you is why it is so important to not take a screenshot of your seed phrase. Because this NFT artist, DK, loses his life savings in a cyber attack during a flight. So yes, this was because I believe we'll go over in the article, but he took a photo of his written down seed phrase, which we tell you all the time. When you set up a crypto wallet, you write down those 12 to 24 words on a piece of paper, and then you throw it in your safe. Protective error. You don't pull that out unless your wallet was broken and you need to recover your assets. But never take a photo of it because that can get uploaded to the cloud, Google's cloud, anything out there. So just never, ever, ever do that. Otherwise, you'll be like this guy. So let's go through this article. NFT artist DK shares his experience of losing his life savings in a cyber attack. Now, the non-fungible token artist DK has reported that his life savings and Web3 earnings were stolen after his crypto wallets were compromised. This was his tweet saying, "I just became the victim of a cybercrime. All of my wallets were compromised and my life savings, everything I earned as an artist on Web3 are gone. This happened during a 14-hour flight from Korea to New York, coincidentally in mid-flight when I had no internet access." So probably it was part of a targeted attack. If they knew it was his wallet from the start and they can track him from where he was going, maybe it was posting, "Man, I'm going here," or just somehow somebody found out like where he was going. They knew he wanted to have internet access for some time, so they had plenty of time to recover all the seed phrase, move it, do whatever, put it to Tornado Cash, and just mix up all the assets. But according to a social media post by DK, the hack occurred during a 14-hour flight from Korea to New York, leaving him unable to access the internet while the attack took place. Now, DK loses his life savings except NFTs because NFTs are so low. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think NFTs are going to have their pump this cycle. The pump this cycle is happening with meme coins out there. That's the whole craze. NFTs were very popular back in 2020, 2021. They were new. We saw the prices pump and everything, but I don't think they're going to pump like we saw in the previous cycle. So just be aware of that. But that doesn't mean NFTs don't have a use case out there. Like there are some NFTs that are good for token gating for websites and other stuff. But DK explained that he had stored his seed phrase in a photo of a handwritten note, which was synced to Google Drive. See, that's what happens. It gets synced and then that just has to be hacked. But despite hiding it in random folders, there were no signs of suspicious login activity, leaving him puzzled as how the breach occurred. He also mentioned the possibility that the leak might have been from the physical copy of the seed phrase, or perhaps through a public Wi-Fi connection that he used previously. However, DK noted that he had not interacted with any suspicious individuals or downloaded anything knowingly. While all of his crypto funds were stolen, DK found it strange that his NFTs remained untouched. He has since begun moving his remaining NFTs to a secure wallet, hoping to protect the assets that were left behind. Now, DK expressed deep concerns over the financial impact of the theft, particularly because his family relies on him for financial support. He stressed that the incident represents one of the biggest challenges in his life. "I'm left with nothing now, and this is probably the biggest challenge of my life," he said. "Right now, my mind is exhausted, and I need to get some sleep first." Now, this isn't the first time this happened. Also, a crypto whale loses $32 million in a phishing attack. Just last week, a similar attack targeted crypto whale, resulting in the theft of over $32 million in wrapped Ether tokens following a phishing scam. And that was reported by Crypto.news on Twitter. And yeah, so never click on malicious links out there, and never input your seed phrase if you're not for certain. According to blockchain security firm Scam Sniffer, the assets were stolen through a malicious transaction connected to the decentralized financial protocol Spark. The attack was executed using Inferno Drainer, a known scam as a service tool, and flagged on the X platform. So yeah, so that's just another way of just whales getting scammed out there. Like they're being targeted. If they know you got it, they're going to try to target you and just steal all your money, cryptos, and apparently not NFTs though. But yeah, so just again, guys, never take a photo, have a digital copy of your seed phrase. That's just a no-go at all. Write it down. That's it. It's done. So you only pull it out when you need it. But that is all the news articles I have for you. Let's take a look at the fear and greed index right now. What are people feeling? Bitcoin's at 66, no, $65,946. So yeah, we are still just touching 66,000. We could keep going up, but let's see. Come on, load up. Let's see what that fear and greed index is. We are at a 45, so still the same as we were right before Milton hit, really 44, but we are in neutral territory. So you probably will start seeing this chart move a lot more as Bitcoin pumps, and then if we're in the bull run, altcoins pump too, and then yeah, you'll start seeing 98, 99, 96, 97 for a few months, and again, the cycle will probably end closer towards the end of 2025. So you want to take some profits on your altcoins. You want to do it before that black swan event that does take place to dip all the markets out there. And again, is that going to be Coinbase? I don't know. We just got to wait and find out on that one. But that is all the news I have for you. I really hope the Wi-Fi was good. Again, sometimes I will see some bars out there. I wonder if Baxter's awake yet. Baxter! Hey, Baxter! What are you doing? Yeah, see, there she is. What you doing, Baxter? Say hi to the people. My little girl. I gotta go take her out for a walk. But yeah, so I do hope everyone enjoyed these news content. I will try to separate them for you. It feels weird without just being in my office, having this 3 monitors, being able to do some cuts and edits. But yeah, so I'm glad to be back because it was boring without internet and power. Like, you really take that for granted out there, and then everything's closed. Can't go to the beach because they have those blocked off from the damage. So it's been really interesting for my first storm out there. I wonder how everyone else has been feeling with it. But yeah, so I hope everyone has a fantastic night, and I will see you again tomorrow for some more crypto news. So take care, fans.